Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to our latest webcast that we're bringing you from Travel Weekly. And you'll see that I'm in a very different location today. I'm actually in New York City. I'm joined by James Bermingham, the CEO of Virgin Hotels. And James, we are actually in your brand new hotel. How excited are you about this?
Very excited, and welcome to Virgin Hotels New York City. We're super excited you're here.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we're very lucky because we're actually the first guests to ever stay in the hotel, because it's not actually opening until February the 1st, right?
We will do a soft opening at some point between now and mid-January, but officially not open until the 1st of February.
Okay, perfect. So for people who don't know the city, perhaps you could just explain to us the location, because that's obviously key.
Absolutely.
Tell us where the hotel is located.
Our hotel is in the 29th and Broadway, which is in the Nomad District, north and west of Madison, and which is the perfect center for everything that's great in New York.
Brilliant. And the views, James, are to die for. I mean, we've had a really good look around. We've got a separate video where you can see some of the stunning sights, but I mean, iconic views out of every window.
We are so fortunate with the location being so central and with the hotel being 40 stories that from many parts of the hotel, well, from every elevation, you have wonderful skyline views of Manhattan. But on the upper floors, you have 360-degree views.
Amazing.
So downtown, north, west, and east, it's amazing. We're so fortunate.
Okay. All right. So I know it's not completely finished yet, but tell us a little bit about the style, the vibe here, and some of the key features that you really love.
Absolutely. Well, the creative direction, we take inspiration from every destination, every market that we're in. So in New York, we're really inspired by the city itself, the energy, and because we're in the center of everything, we wanted to bring New York into the building. So a very important part of the creative direction was making sure that you had floor-to-ceiling windows everywhere because the views are just spectacular. And because we're in Nomad, we took inspiration from Madison Park. So you'll see an influence there too, but mostly it is really inspired to be a very comfortable luxury, and you know you're in the heart of New York City.
Yeah, absolutely. And you also know you're in a Virgin hotel because
Absolutely.
there's lots of touches, isn't there? There's lots of red all around in the different areas. So tell us a little bit more about what makes it so special, the Virgin USPs.
Well, I think we're inspired locally by everything we do on the design side, but we bring in that Virgin irreverence, so that fun element through artwork, through pops of color. You'll see red in all of the right places. And mostly what you will see that is truly Virgin is in our teammates and the people that work here.
Oh, yes.
And having spent, the last several months hiring out the team, I am so excited. This is a vintage Virgin team. And by that I mean you've got great personalities, great characters, and we really encourage them to be themselves, to deliver service their way. And I can't wait for our first guest to experience that.
Well, we are your first guest, so we'll get a little bit of that today.
Thank you.
So tell us some of the details in terms of the numbers of rooms. I think there's a lot of rooms for a New York hotel, and you've also got a pool, things that you perhaps wouldn't expect right in the city centre.
That's right. We are so fortunate. We have 460 chambers, as we call them.
Yeah.
42 of those are suites, and we have an abundance of great restaurants, dining, and bars, all of which have great views. Our first restaurant is located on the 3rd floor, and another big part of the creative direction was how do you bring the city in, so into the design and feel. So we have great indoor and outdoor areas in most parts of the hotel. And Everdeen, our restaurant on the 3rd floor, is a great example of that, as you will see for yourself.
That's the one with the wall, the glass at the back of the bar.
Absolutely.
Comes down and then you can get onto the terrace.
We have 2 great outdoor areas off Everdeen, and of course the bar itself is both indoors and outdoors.
Yeah, amazing.
So it's a great way again to capture the essence and the beauty of the city.
Okay, and with everything Virgin, there's a little bit of touch around Richard
Absolutely.
Branson. I mean, I love the mural in reception, by the way. We had a lot of fun. There's a fantastic mural where you had to find Richard somewhere in that drawing, so that's fun. But tell us about the presidential suite, Richard's
Absolutely.
flat.
So I have to tell you, when Richard arrived yesterday, and his first task was to find himself in the mural, which was a lot of fun.
Okay.
But that really captures the fun element of what it is to be a Virgin hotel. And then you go up to the 38th floor where Richard's flat is, and it's a 2-story penthouse suite, 2,800 square feet, and it is absolutely beautiful with the most stunning views that you will find in Manhattan.
Absolutely. I loved it. And pool table, baby grand piano, dining area. I mean, it's incredible.
It is, and it really reflects Richard's lifestyle. He works hard and he plays hard, and for him, that's just living.
Yeah.
So that's another big inspiration behind all things Virgin Hotels.
Yeah.
It's a great place to work, and it's a great place to play. And the focus on entertainment, of course, is big for us, and the baby grand piano there is a great reflection of that. The artwork in Richard's flats is so much fun.
Okay.
So much fun. And
Great.
very much centered around him.
Really? Did he pick the artwork himself?
He was installing it yesterday.
Oh, wow. Amazing. We're literally here. It's so current. So, James, tell us a little bit about the kind of guest that you're really trying to appeal to. Who should agents watching this be really sort of pushing this and selling this hotel to?
Absolutely. Virgin Hotels resonates with the young, and more importantly, the young at heart. Anybody that's looking for a great great service experience that's delivered with fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we take our agents very seriously, and of course we take our guests very seriously. But it's a very comfortable luxury, so it attracts the creative types, the professionals, and anybody that's young or young at heart.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of how they would book this, explain how agents, is it through tour operators, UK tour operators? Can they book it as part of a package, or can they book sort of room nights directly? How does it work?
All of the above.
Yeah.
Tour operators are very important to us, especially out of the UK, and the great relationship and collaboration we have with Virgin Atlantic, for example. We have one of our directors of sales embedded in Virgin Atlantic's sales team, so they take care of our tour operators, and of course our travel advisors and travel agent community is hugely important to us, and we have folks both in the UK and domestically here in the US taking care of those. So through wholesalers, through the various consortia, whether it's Virtuoso or Signature, or independently through GDS, or direct with us, which happens quite a lot. Most of our business comes direct, which is even from the travel advisors and travel agent work.
Yeah, amazing. Okay. Now, you mentioned a couple of times the Virgin Hotels portfolio, because, of course, this is not the first, although I think you're calling it your flagship, so that's quite interesting.
Absolutely.
But just remind agents where else you've got hotels.
Absolutely. We opened our first hotel, Lucy, in Chicago in 2015. And since then, we've opened in Dallas, in Nashville, in New Orleans, in Las Vegas, and more recently in the beautiful city of Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Right in the heart of Old Town, on Victoria Street. And we'll be opening in New York in the next few weeks, and we'll be opening in Glasgow.
Yes.
Soon
Absolutely.
after.
Okay. And presumably you have a plan to open more. I mean, perhaps you can tell us about your vision for how big this portfolio can get, and perhaps also talk to us about how it will link with the airline, because obviously, I guess it makes sense to open where you're flying to.
Absolutely right. We are, in addition to the hotels I just mentioned, we'll be breaking ground in Miami and Denver next year, and Philadelphia.
Okay.
Additionally, and it's really, really important to us that we're in every destination that Virgin Atlantic flies to. Equally important for us that we are in the markets where Virgin Voyages cruises to and from.
Of course, yeah.
The wonderful opportunity we have across the Virgin family is the relationships we have, and Virgin Atlantic is a key strategic partner for us. And Richard's vision for hotels was to make sure that he had in every Virgin Atlantic destination a hotel that our passengers could stay in. So that was a big inspiration and continues to be.
So now I guess in time we'll be able to fly on Virgin Atlantic, stay in a Virgin hotel, get on a Virgin voyage, and do the whole thing, get all in one.
Absolutely, and fly to space with Virgin Galactic, and
Yes, of
eventually
course.
Richard would have a hotel on the moon or on another planet. So I was going to say the world is our oyster, but I think with Richard, you can include space in that too.
But interesting that it took till 2015 to do hotels, I think. Why do you think it took a while to, because it seemed quite obvious that you should have a hotel brand, but
Absolutely.
why do you think it took till then?
Well, we've been in the hotel business longer than that. We have a very special portfolio called Virgin Limited Edition,
Yeah, of course.
which has 8 extraordinary experiences around the world. 2 safaris to safari lodges in Africa, one in Kenya, one in South Africa. Beautiful vineyard in South Africa called Mont Rochelle.
Yeah.
Beautiful mountain retreat in Morocco. And San Bagnola will be opening in June in Mallorca in Spain. And then, of course, we have Verbier Ski Lodge and 2 private islands in Necker and with Mosquito. So we've been in the business a long time.
Okay.
Virgin Hotels is
But
the
why
newer
are they
edition.
so why are they separate then? If you've got limited edition and now you've got Virgin Hotels, are they going to be very separate companies, very separate brands?
We are, like Virgin Atlantic and Virgin Voyages, we're collaborating with our sister company, Virgin Limited Edition, in several ways. On the sales and marketing side, we are promoting both brands with both sales teams. And of course, we are looking for new opportunities for additional Virgin Limited Edition hotels with our business development team. So another great example of collaboration between 2 great Virgin companies.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know I'm conscious of your time, but this property that we're in today is already on sale. Tell us what the reaction has been like, and in terms of your forward bookings. Are you excited by people getting behind it?
This is New York, of course, is a very important market for anywhere you are around the globe. So, and especially for the UK, which of course is the home of Virgin, it's really, really exciting to have not just a hotel in one of the greatest cities in the world, but it's one of the bigger markets for Virgin Atlantic, for example.
Yeah.
So the opportunities we have to work with Virgin Atlantic and Virgin Atlantic Holidays to take care of clients now in New York for the first time is super exciting.
Yeah, all right. Well, listen, we are excited. It's been an absolute privilege to be here and see your hotel. We're staying overnight tonight, so I'll have to tell you what that's like.
Oh, please.
And I know agents will absolutely love it, and we hope they get behind it. But James, thank you so much for your time, and we wish you all the best for the opening.
Thank you, Lucy. We're excited you're here. Have a wonderful stay.